Welcome for today's session. Myself Ravindra Gogre from Mechanical Engineering Department of Maratha Vidya Pracharak Samaj College of Engineering, Nashik. Today we are going to see the topic concerned to what engineering curves. In that, in a last session also we have seen that the basic types of engineering curves, that is what ellipse, parabola and hyperbola, how those can be formed or can be generated. But now today we are going to see it in actual with concern to few problems. So we are going to see problems concerned to ellipse. Okay. Before that, these are what some application of ellipse. The table that you can see the pot to keep the fruits, okay, or any ground or any tunnel, okay, so or the curves provided to the tunnel, okay, or any kind of bridge also, that the shape of that curves is the application of an ellipse. Okay, so you can see that the elliptical shape is there, elliptical. Okay, you can say again one more application, that is what the shape of an egg. Okay, so that is also the example of an ellipse. Okay, so these are what the applications. Again, in case of these cars also, whatever the structure that provided to the various what we can say the features of the car. Okay, so to the bonnet area or to this luggage cabinet. Okay, so these are what or the front side of that car, those are provided with a elliptical shape. This dashboard with the elliptical shape, here you can see I am showing you. Okay, so these are what the example or the application of an ellipse. Now moving on, we'll try to see that one problem concerned to this ellipse, okay, by a rectangle method. So you need to draw an ellipse by rectangle method. So what is given to you? So draw an ellipse by rectangle method with the major axis of 100 mm and a minor axis of 70 mm. Okay, so this is what the somewhat steps those are given to you, but actually we will try to see that how it is how it can be drawn. Okay, so to draw a rectangle taking major and minor axis as a sides. Okay, so for any rectangle having a larger and minor sides, okay, so we can say that is a major and minor axis. Okay, so in this rectangle, draw both axes as a perpendicular bisector of each other. Okay, so here you can see that. So two perpendicular that we have drawn, that is AB and CD. Okay, so AB is with 100 mm and the CD is with 70 mm. Okay, those are intersecting. Okay, so that is the center point. Okay, so now what you need to draw? You need to draw two horizontal lines from A and two vertical lines from A and B. That is like this, and two horizontal lines from C and D. So you are getting a complete rectangle. Now you need to divide this AD distance in 4 equal parts. Okay, so that vertical distance I am showing you, that A to this point 4. This distance you need to divide in a 4 parts, equal 4 parts. Okay, so suppose that this is the total distance is of 70 mm. So A to 4, that is of 35 mm. So this 35 mm you need to divide in a 4 equal parts. So each part is of equal part, each division is with a equal distance. Similarly, this horizontal distance between this, say suppose A and say suppose this point of intersection is O at the center, this 50 mm, this horizontal 50 mm, again you need to divide in a 4 equal parts like this. See, okay, horizontal A to 4 and vertical A to 4. Okay, next is you need to join this point 1 with a D, 1 with a D, similarly 2 with a D, 2 with the D, then 3 with the D, and 4 is already connected to the D. Now what you need to do, you need to join this point C with this 1. This one is what? Horizontal, this one point is with on a horizontal line. Join this C with point 1 which is on a horizontal line. Again join C with point 2 which is on a horizontal line. Again join C with point 3 which is on a horizontal line. Okay, So the extension of this line C1 intersecting this line, inclined line, that is between 1 and D at somewhere. Okay. The extension of line this C2 will intersect the inclined line connecting what between 2 to D. Similarly here. Okay, we are getting the number of points that is here. Okay, so the point of intersection is here. So we need to extend, simply extend this line C21, that line we need to extend, so it will intersect here. C22, that line will intersect somewhere, and C23, that will intersect it somewhere here. Okay. Now next, you can simply join all these points by a French curve, Similarly, you can follow the same process on the other side. Okay, so this is what a second rectangle, again we can say a small rectangle. Divide this vertical distance between B to the 4 in 4 equal parts, and divide this horizontal distance between B to 4, that is with again 4 equal parts. Again follow the same process, join this 1 with D, 2 with D, 3 with D, and 4 is already connected to D. Now join C with a horizontal line with a point 1, okay, like this, and extend it up to the next inclined line, which is connected in between 1 to D. Similarly, you are getting again the same points. So these are what second curve. You need to follow the same process on the opposite side. This is the upper side of the rectangle, this is the downward side of the rectangle. You need to follow the same process by changing what the positions, or you can easily connect this all points, 1 with 1, 2 with 2, 3 with 3, 4 with 4. Okay, all these points are with the equal distance, so be careful about that. Okay, and then you can transfer all these points, previously drawn points with red color bubbles, okay, with this okay, so this is suppose that is what a P1, so you can extend this vertically up to line 1, you are getting P1 dash, and then you can join all the points and you are getting a simple curve. Okay, this way you are able to complete ellipse, the curve that you are getting with a black color. Okay, so that complete curve is what, nothing but an ellipse. So that is closed inside the rectangle, so because of that it is called as a ellipse by a rectangle method. Okay, now second thing that we can study, that is what a directrix focus method. So in this, what is given to you, point F is 50 mm from a line AB, that is F is focus. A point P is moving in a plane such that the ratio of its distance from focus F and line AB remains constant and equals to 2/3. Draw the locus of point P. Eccentricity is also given to you, that is 2/3, 2/3. So in last session we have seen that what is eccentricity, that is the distance of vertex from the focus to the distance of vertex from the directrix. So we need to first plot the some basic before starting the problem. So what are those fundamentals or that basic structure of the curve we need to find out, draw. So that is what a directrix works, that is a vertical line perpendicular to the horizontal, then one axis, that is horizontal line, and exactly perpendicular to this directrix DD, exactly perpendicular to this directrix DD, so which is passing through point C. Now we can say it is axis and directrix that is with you. What is given to you, 50 mm distance, ellipse, when the distance of the focus from the directrix is equal to 50 mm, distance of focus from the directrix. So at 50 mm the point F will be there. Here is the point F, that is F1 at 50 mm from the directrix, that is focus, fixed point. Now we need to, as the eccentricity is given to you, that is 2/3, so we need to divide this C to F1 part distance in a 5 equal part, that is 2 plus 3, that is 5, 2 plus 3, that is 5. So you need to divide the distance in a 5 equal parts, C to F1. Okay, so at second division you need to see that at a second division there will be a vertex from F1. So first and second, this second division from F1, that is a vertex, that is VF, and then remaining three parts, that is first, second and third up to point C, first, second and 3, so that is what VC. So VF1 by VC, that is what the eccentricity. Now you need to draw one curve passing through point F1, okay, and you need to select the center for this this arc is what V, okay. So you need to select that VF1 as a radius, V2F1 as a radius, and V as a center. You can draw an arc. Then you need to draw a vertical line passing through point V. So this will intersect to this previously drawn arc somewhere. You can mark that point as a. Now join this C with the A. Join this C with the A and extend it. Okay. Now from V you need to draw some equal points, that is, say suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equal or even points with equal distance. Say suppose that each division is of 10 mm, take randomly, or 1.5 or 10 mm. You can take any one, but should be even. Okay. Now V is with you. What is the second vertex? That is V dash. Okay, because ellipse is a closed curve, that is not an open curve. So ellipse is a closed curve. So you need to locate the vertex V dash also. So what we have done, we have then taken V as a center, V2 F1 as a radius, draw an arc. Okay, then from point V, a vertical line that we have drawn, that is intersected at point A. Okay, then we have extended this CA. Now next is we have divided or we have plotted number of equal points. Okay, 1 to 8. So draw a vertical line from all the points, so that will intersect to the extension of CA somewhere, and those are giving you point 1 dash to 8 dash, 1 dash to 8 dash. Now take 1 to 1 dash as a radius. Okay, 1 to 1 dash as a radius and F1 as a center. You can draw a point P1 P1 dash. Similarly 2 to 2 dash as a radius, F1 as a center. Again you are getting few more points, that is P2 P2 dash. Again 3 to 3 dash as a radius, 3 to 3 dash as a radius, F1 as a center, F1 as a center. You are getting point P3 P3 dash. Similarly can follow the same process, you are getting point what P8 to P8 dash. What about the second vertex? So let us see. From point F1 draw inclined line with a horizontal having inclination of 45 degree with a horizontal from F1, I am telling you. Okay, and extend it. So that will intersect to this extension of CA that we have previously drawn. Extension of CA line. Extension of CA line. So here you are getting one more point. Okay. So through this point, say suppose that point B. From that point draw a vertical line that will intersect to the axis somewhere, and that is nothing but the V dash. That is nothing but the V dash. Now join these all points with each other and close that curve with a V dash. So that is what a vertex. V dash, another vertex. So V and V dash, that is what a two vertex, because the curve is intersecting the axis at 2 points, V and V dash. So that point where the curve intersecting the axis, horizontal axis, those points are called as a vertex. So V and V dash. So this is what all about the that ellipse by a directrix focus method. Okay, if you're not getting, we'll tell you some in a brief again. Distance of focus from the directrix, that is given to you 50 mm. Eccentricity is 2 by 3. So we can divide this 50 mm in 5 parts, equal 5 parts. Then VF is at second division from the focus, and VC is at third division from the directrix. So VF by VC is equals to 2 by 3. Now divide this horizontal line in equal number of parts, say suppose 8. Okay, then take that V2 F1 as a radius, draw arc, draw a vertical line from V. Okay, that will intersect point A. Then join C with A, extension, that you are getting this inclined line. To get the second vertex, we have drawn inclined line from F1 that will intersect at B, and draw over a vertical line that will intersect at horizontal line axis V dash, and join all the points. So that is what the ellipse.